So you might be thinking to yourself, okay, I've coached, I've taught, and maybe I do want to be an online ESL teacher, English as a second language teacher. Okay, great. How do I get started? Well, it's fairly easy. If you can read and write in English, if you can raise the roof, you can do it. Why do I say that? Because raising the roof, this is called TPR, total physical response. So when you say, hi, how are you? I'm using my hand as TPR. Ah means I'm listening to you. What? Repeat, right? Okay, emphasize. Look at this. Look at this. This is letter A. Right here. TPR. I'm pointing. This is TPR. I'm pointing. You can do that? Oh my goodness, you're qualified. Whoa, what do you know? So it's not that tough, okay? Now all you gotta do is set up your classroom. It's easy. You don't have to have all this jazz if you're not into jazz. I'm into jazz, okay? Some people are into blues, some people are into rock. I don't know, whatever you're into, cool. Play the music. You know what I mean? But the point is set up a classroom. You can go to a dollar store and buy a map, or you can go to a map world and buy a map, or you can order online. I mean, Etsy is off the chart selling maps, trust me. I mean, I've got people on my roster who are like selling maps like no one's business. You know what I'm saying? Like we're discovering another continent. That's how they're selling maps. So the point is just get a freaking $5 map or a $2 map, whatever. Throw it up on behind your wall. You're done. Okay? You don't even really have to have anything. People say, oh, get a puppet, get a puppet. Hey, check this out. This is a puppet right here. Whoa! I got puppets right here. I got two of them. Look at this. They come fully equipped with voice activation and flexibility. Look at click, 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 click. I mean, robots on the market like that would cost you thousands of dollars. We got them right here. Woo! Now, if you don't want to use your hand, that's fine. Look at this. Look at this kid. Oh, this is a bear. This is a bear. But guess what? I use it as a bear and as a logo kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like some companies have a logo. So I'm like, oh, hi, I'm the logo. Hi. And the kid is totally into it. They're like, oh, hi, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, you can have a puppet. You can have a bear. You can have a fox if you want. You know what I'm saying? Because the fox nods. A yes. Yes. Oh, no. You see what I'm saying? So you can have something like that. Do you have to have it? You don't necessarily have to have it, but it does help because you have to have some kind of prop. Now you can have a prop like a basketball, not a real basketball. You can have a basketball. You can have a ginormous basketball, like the biggest one in the world, and you could just have it like on your lap like this ginormous basketball. That would be great. But guess what? I don't know where to buy one. Probably Etsy. Okay, so you got the big basketballs, you got the tiny soccer ball. You don't have to have these, okay? I just have them because they're fun. You know why I have them? I'm gonna tell you why I have them. Because I go to the dollar store and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go to the dollar store and I'm gonna get a marker and I'm going to get a marker board. That's all up here on my to-do list, right? And I'm walking through the store. Guess what happens? All these ladies are like shopping and buying like cool, colorful stuff, and I'm like, oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I need a soccer ball. I need a basketball. I need a fish. I need a smiley face. I need a red marker. I need an orange marker. I need a bear. I need a map. I need a whatever. I need a surfboard. I need to raise the roof. You know what I'm saying? So you're going through this dollar store, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need everything. So what ends up happening is you come home and you're like fully prepared and you've spent like $30. Okay, maybe 40. Okay, you're not gonna go broke with $30. Let's get real here. Okay, you can spend $30 and write it off on your taxes. It's not a big deal. Trust me, it's not a big deal. Now, you don't have to do all that. Like I said, you don't even have to have a map. Really, all you need to do is get yourself a tiny little marker board. Okay, because on the marker board, you're going to be writing stuff like A and B and, you know, letter X and smiley face and like whatever you want to do because you're a creative person and you're a teacher, so you're smart and thinking all the time about cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just go with the flow. It's real easy. Go to the dollar store. You don't have to go to all these, you know, whatever. Now you can, because I did, because I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this and I gotta get that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I mean, I went to the store and bought little things like this, but it took me forever because I had to go to a specialty shop. Yeah, I went to like some specialty shop where they sold like, you know, figurines and like knickknacks and like rare like toys or something. I don't know. I'm not on Etsy, okay? Like I got one of these things, Hello Kitty. Like, what do I know about this thing? But if I show it on camera, like every kid is like, "Oh, Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty." You know what I'm saying? Like all you need is a map, a Hello Kitty, and a bear. And you're set. Trust me, trust me. Now, if you do go all out and get the penguin, okay, you'll be talking about Antarctica and the North Pole and the ice. But you don't have to do that. Trust me, you don't have to do that. And let me tell you a little cheat. Okay, because I went and bought these figurines and I spent like $40 or whatever. It's not a lot. Okay, no big deal. But then I went back to the dollar store and I was like, why did I buy figurines? I don't need figurines. I just need cards that have animal pictures on. I don't have to have this. Again, I just want them because I'm like, bright and shiny, please, please, please. You know what I'm saying? So you see what I'm talking about here? You got all these animals. You got even animals that you're like, I didn't even know this animal existed. Well, guess what? There's a lesson on this animal. Trust me, I taught it like 3 times. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness I got this card pack because I know what an ibex is. I didn't know what an ibex was until I started teaching. Okay, so hey, maybe they taught me way back when, but I didn't listen. Okay, so now you don't have to have all that stuff. I'm just telling you that it just helps, you know, because props are easy, and these props like a cards like this, like cards, this was $1. Let me tell you something. When I go to the dollar store, a lot of times this stuff is sold out because everyone wants it because it's so easy, you know? Like if you have children, you know, like pictures and just like big flashy words, dolphin, bear, whatever. It's easy to teach them that way. So that's why it helps. And you don't have to have it again, but it's real cheap. And if you can't get it at a dollar store, just go online and buy it at Etsy because, you know, Etsy. They got everything, and they got the map too, remember. Now if you want a link to a map on Etsy, I'm sure I can like figure something out, probably just sell you my map. Anyway, so basically set up your classroom however you want, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to have, don't put like writing in different languages, like you don't have to do that. Like they even tell you, don't do that, don't do that. I do it because I'm like, well, okay, I'm gonna be calling like strangers across the world and I don't speak their language, so maybe they should see something that says, oh, I can relate to you. That's what my thinking was. Okay, now you don't have to do that, and don't do it. Yeah, like, just do you. I mean, do whatever you want. Hey, I'm not telling you don't do it. Do whatever you want. Hey, do it your way. Do it your way. Have you ever heard that slogan? Okay, good. So set up your classroom. Okay, that's the first thing. It's very easy, it's cheap. I mean, I'm in the corner of my room, and guess what? Now if you set up your classroom in the corner of your room, now did you know this? You can write off a percentage of the square footage in your room on your taxes. Yes indeed. So I'm using 33% or 30%, whatever. My tax professional, you don't have to have a tax professional, you don't have to have an accountant. I just go to H&R Block, you know what I'm saying, and I give the lady, my tax professional, my, you know, my forms, and then I tell her like what I bought during the year, if I bought anything. Like this year I bought like 2 packages of markers for like $3. I did not even bring a receipt because I'm like, I threw that thing away. But the first year I bought so much stuff, like I got like receipts coming off of receipts, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those receipts, you know what I mean? Like you can't even finish the sentence because there's so many receipts behind it. So it's one of those. That was my first year. But, you know, because I bought a computer, and look, I just went online and bought like one of those ginormous laptops from like a Walmart, you know, with cheap Charlie, you know what I'm saying? But it's an HP, so it works. And I just got it because the screen on this thing is so big that I can see everything. I can see like the lesson plan, because there's going to be a lesson plan, and it's going to tell you everything you need to know. It's going to tell you what to say. It's going to tell you what questions to ask. It's going to say everything. So don't worry. You don't have to prepare like a ton of stuff. You just get used to it real quick, and then you just go with the flow. Go with the flow. You know, like the first time you hear that song on the radio, and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, but I don't know the lyrics. I don't know how to groove to it. You know what I'm saying, right? And then like 5 songs later, or what, you know, 5 times you hear the song, and then you're in your car, and all of a sudden you're like, you're just the shoulders just the shoulders just start grooving because you already know the beat. Okay, so it's like that. That's how this job is. You don't have to prepare a ton of stuff because you just get used to it, and then you you see everything written in the program, and then you just you just jive groove to the beat. You know what I'm saying? So don't fret like, oh my gosh, it's so much stuff, I'm so overwhelmed. No, you're not overwhelmed. Just think about the three things. You set up your classroom, you do your demo, and you just file your application to get the job, and you're in like a Flynn, like they used to say way back before the millennials were born. Remember the greatest generation? Those are the great grandparents. Make them proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said it. No take backs.